Okay, live from my bed. Um, yeah, I wanted to talk about this Dr. Dre and his wife Nicole Young. Uh, she's asking for 2 million a month. He became a billionaire, so um, most people don't understand that level of. Most of us regular people don't understand that level of spending per month. Like, was she really spending like $2 million a month while they was married? Possible. It's possible that probably the bills that she had to handle probably came over that per month. But overall, I would say that their marriage, um, it was a success. I mean, they was married from 1996. 1996, that's a long time. And he wasn't a billionaire back then. You understand what I'm saying? He just had his little, he was making his beats, and anybody who is in a relationship and you're spending a lot of time in a studio, or you spending a lot of time in your house or your apartment at the computer, in your room with your keyboard, making beats and spending all night till the break of dawn with beats, that can ruin your relationship. And it probably ruined a lot of relationships. Not only that, but you have to have a partner that is supportive of you, because most of the time, um, your spouse wants you to get a regular job and they don't really believe that you're going to make it in the music industry or something like that. So they be, encouraging you to get a regular job, or you spending more time with the music in the studio than in a relationship with me, you know, shut that shit off and come to bed. Like, you're depriving me of sex, all kind of stuff be going on. So in order for him to have been, I'm saying this because I'm saying, in order for Dr. Dre to be successful, he had to have somebody behind him that was very supportive. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he was already making beats. I think the Chronic came out in 1992. I'm not sure, but he wasn't a billionaire yet. You understand what I'm saying? So when he married her, and if he they signed a prenup back then in the 90s, compared to his finances today, and her being supportive behind him all those years, um, you're talking about a couple of decades. Um, when does the prenup become null and void? Is the situation, is the question. Like, I done stuck by you until you became a billionaire. I had kids by you. I raised the kids. You know, from 1996 to 2020, that's a successful marriage, I would say. You understand what I'm saying? Like, people breaking up, you see all of these other celebrities breaking up after a couple of years. Cardi B and Offset, Ray J and his wife. You understand what I'm saying? People just is not lasting that long. So I would have to say that she was supportive. She was a backbone, you know, and she was there. So I feel like, um she's kind of like the woman, the woman's hero. You understand what I'm saying? Because what is the judge going to say? Like if she signed, okay, I signed a prenup, but back when I signed the prenup, he wasn't the man that he is today. He wasn't the billionaire that he is today. I've been through the motions with him. I've supported his Dr. Dre headphone beats, by headphone. I modeled those. I raised his kids. Um, I've been behind him every step of the way, and now after his success, where am I supposed to end up at? You understand what I'm saying? And am I supposed to end up in the hood? You know what I'm saying? Where, how far down do I supposed to fall from living a billionaire status life, as his wife? You understand what I'm saying? In the divorce with the prenup, I believe he's supposed to keep her in her lifestyle. So, if he was with her through all of this time, they had kids, he was with her wife, and they last since the 90s. I mean, since the mid 90s, um, she's been living a particular lifestyle. So, in order for her to maintain that lifestyle, he's going to have to give up some funds. I'm not saying that it's going to be 2 million a month. Um, but you know how you start high, and then maybe somewhere you meet in the middle or a third of the way. So I would say that she's just deserving of a decent amount of money. you know I would say so, because you have to have somebody that's supportive behind you. Just with my experience, where I mean, I've been trying to do different things, open businesses where, my family would be telling me, just go get a regular job, or, they wouldn't be supportive, or anything like that. And it just, you know, makes you feel bad, because before you have a fan base, your first fan base, you're looking for your family to be supportive of you. And then, once you have somebody supportive of you and stuff like that, it gives you the drive and motivation to, move forward. You understand what I'm saying? And not only that, she had to be like a strong woman. She looked like a strong woman. You understand what I'm saying? And she don't look out of shape or anything like that. She looked like she kept her body in shape. But for some reason, when us women get in our 40s, 50s, or whatever the situation is, you know, uh, the men make us has-beens, like they're ready to get a younger female, even though they're older themselves, even though they don't look like they young self no more either. But they can go pull, mainly if a man is a millionaire or billionaire, he could go pull a younger woman. You understand what I'm saying? So I think she deserved to have um, enough money too, to put her on a status where she gonna get her a young man after this divorce. So you understand what I'm saying? She don't have to get anybody. She could just chill out to herself if she wants to. That's what I probably would do. But it's crazy, that different people are saying different things. But it just seemed like she's always been there, and would his life had turned out the same way if he didn't have a woman in his corner? You understand what I'm saying? So when does the prenup become kind of like, not really null and void, but basically, okay, she signed this thing, but he wasn't the person that he is today, and I was there with him, supporting him and encouraging him and sticking by him. Not only that, not only like a silent business partner, but I was also his bed partner. Yeah, so also satisfying him in the bed. You understand what I'm saying? So, and having his kids and raising kids. You understand what I'm saying? And after all that, it's time for divorce. You understand what I'm saying? So she sound like a gold digger, and they trying to get her on embezzlement, taking money out of business accounts or whatever the situation is. But if that's what she been doing, you understand what I'm saying? Because $30,000 might be a lot of money to me. Oh, she took $30,000 out of the business account. You know what $30,000 will do for me? To open up my storefront and get my business out of my living room into a commercial spot. For starters, it wouldn't even cover my overhead for the year. You understand what I'm saying? But it would get me into a commercial location, throw up a little awning or whatever the situation is. Um, the way the check stub looked that she filled out, it didn't look like she was nervous. It didn't look like, you know, in her writing it out, it looked like she wrote it out very boldly. So it don't seem like anything that she would do out of the norm. It's probably money she withdraw on a regular basis. Like $30,000, $50,000, $100,000. It seemed like you know that's what she been doing. But being that they going through a divorce, I guess they want her to put a halt to her spending. You understand what I'm saying? But if you have spending habits, you understand what I'm saying? They just not gonna stop like that. You know what I'm saying? But it sounds like they want to get her locked up or something like that for embezzlement or whatever the situation is. But it's a seem like a messy divorce. But I think Dr. Dre has to look at the situation differently. Like, if he had any other woman, would they have been a strong backbone behind him like she was? Would they had stuck it out with him from the 90s all the way to, you know, 2020? Like, come on. That's a long time. I'm quite sure no marriage was perfect. I'm quite sure that they had arguments and fights and whatever the situation is. And that's what she's claiming, that she put up with abuse and she signed a prenup under duress. So I don't know how this is going to play out in court, but I do believe they're going to have to give her something and keep her at a certain level and status in life. Um, we know that he has a very bad temper. The way he beat up D Barnes, back in the 90s, that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Well, she did something public that I guess he felt like he didn't want her ruining his image. But what he turned around and did to her um, stuck with him, and it's going to stick with him for the rest of his life. So now that his wife is saying that she was abusive, all they have to do is look at D. Barnes, Michelle A., and things like, other women who he's put hands on. You know what I'm saying? So, um, why would we not believe his wife to say from 1996 to 2020? You know what I'm saying? Like, he never put hands on her. You know what I'm saying? But his career's been successful. His business been successful. And sometimes women stay and they put up with the situation because of the lifestyle, and that may have been the reason why. Or maybe women are different from men. Like, if we put a lot of time into y'all, it's like we raising kids. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, you know we love you forever. You understand what I'm saying? you know, we don't want to just throw away something that we put most of our lives into. You understand what I'm saying? So for those people that think that she's not deserving of anything, you're crazy. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm looking forward to her getting something. It should be fair. You understand what I'm saying? And it may not be half. You understand what I'm saying? Like taking from he's a billionaire, like should she get half a billion? You know what I'm saying? Like she is his other half. You understand what I'm saying? And she stuck by him all these years. It's not like a marriage that took place. Oh, he was my battery is low. Oh, he was already a billionaire, and then they got married, and they stayed married for 2 years or 5 years and got divorced. It's not that type of situation. She was with him before a billionaire. You understand what I'm saying? And obviously, she must have loved him. She had kids by him. She stayed all of this time. But what gets me is that I seen one post on I think it was TMZ where like he want her to get out of his face, so he sent her to the beach house in Miami. Send me to the beach house in Miami. I don't care. I'll go on the beach and find somebody else or another nigga to hang out with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they so rich that you know when he don't want to be bothered with her no more, put her on a private jet and send her to another house. You know what I'm saying? The beach house in Miami. Yeah, okay, I'll go. I ain't got no problem with that. See ya. I would never divorce him. You understand what I'm saying? If I was her, I would never divorce him. So I'm not sure who's asking for the divorce in this situation. But I guess a divorce is good if y'all about to kill each other. You understand what I'm saying? So before you kill each other, you understand what I'm saying? Let's just go ahead and get this divorce. Um, Anybody else getting involved? I know other celebrities have uh, made statements in favor of Dr. Dre and like she must be crazy, but imagine you being a woman, his wife, for all those years from 1996. Okay, yeah, signed the prenup or whatever the situation is, but look how far you've come, with me. You didn't become a billionaire with another woman. You became a billionaire with me. You understand what I'm saying? With me being your wife, with me being your backbone, with me supporting everything that you do. Because you could have had a wife that wasn't into all of this hip hop stuff. You understand what I'm saying? And she's not, black either. I think she's white. I'm not sure what her nationality is, but you didn't have to have uh, a wife that was supportive of hip hop. You understand what I'm saying? You could have had a wife that was against it and didn't want to be bothered with it and let you go ahead and do your own thing. But as far as it seemed like she was concerned, I think that she was very supportive of him every step of the way. And I think I just think that she helped she helped out um, with just being supportive and being there for him and I mean like you have to question if it was any other woman, um, would she been supportive of all of that studio and hanging in the studio for hours and hours, or would she been giving you a whole bunch of grief and not spending more time with her? You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping she do, for all women's sake, you know, get a nice lump sum of money just for the fact that she's been married to him for so many years. I don't want to see her fall down real small and then, he go pick up some young girl and she's back in the hood. No, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be that way. Anyway, I didn't want this video to go that long, so that's all. Good night. I'm in my bed. I'm getting ready to lay down and relax and rest. And peace out. I'm out.